Hey guys, how you going? Okay, before we start, I'm going to go into another deep dive today. But before we do, I just want to let you know I've been quite unwell the last couple of days. About 4 days. It's not something new. I've been suffering with whatever it is for 16 years. And it does affect me in the way that when I am really sick, I cannot concentrate on anything. So that's why I took the other video down that I did on saying that this is not an evil thing because I didn't come across in the correct way. Before I get into it again, I'm a grandmother. So when you comment, and most people really appreciate all your help and all your comments, and most of you are very good. There's the odd one or two that comes in and that will troll, But anyway, what I want to say is please be respectful in the comments. Think about how you would talk to your grandmother. I am one. I'm not young. I'm getting old. I'm getting there. I'm nearly 50, okay? I'm a young grandmother, but I'm still a grandmother. And I have old-fashioned sort of ideas and I'm coming at this from a place of I grew up with religion, with the Bible. So when I look at things like this, I'm looking at it from that. I know about the book of Revelation. I know what it says, and it says a lot of Christians will be deceived. So I'm watching everything, guys. Okay? I just watch everything. So that's just where I'm coming from. I'm a grandmother. I'm lean towards the Christian faith, although I'm not I don't take the words of the Bible literally all the time. I do think part of it's metaphoric, part of it's prophecy, and part of it is history. That's how I look at it. I'm trying to read the book again because, as you grow older, you forget what things say or what it said. I remember most of it, but I'm reading it again. But anyway, okay. Now, before we start again, oh my goodness, I wanted to say that this site, what I was trying to say the other night, is if you look at this site, you could look at it as a good and evil site, okay? Because of things in it. But we don't know because these could be messages exposing what we think we're reading about this page. And the only reason we think, or most of us thought it was evil in the first place, was because of this site. Who is Somerset Belenoff? Okay, and we don't know who these people are. And this is where all the people are meet, and someone was saying that these pictures are from a porn site. So what I'm going to try and do here, someone told me if I get one of these pictures, drag it over into a new tab, into a search, to the search bar, that I will get the original photo and where it came from. It doesn't tell me anything. It's who is Somerset Belenoff uploads. Editor Belenoff daughter 1 PNG. You might know what that means, guys. I think this site here they're all coming from that. It just says that this comes from who is Somerset Belenoff. Original pictures. So we don't really know. How can you find out? Because it won't scroll up or down. That's it. And we don't know who these people are. It just shows the picture. Maybe I'm doing it wrong, guys. If you know, can you let me know in the comments, please? If you know, someone said to drag the picture to a search bar and put it in there, it should give you the original picture. All of these come from Who is Somerset Belenoff uploads. So this site here. Who are their researchers. Hang on one sec till I find it. Okay, these are professional researchers, attorneys, teachers, Interpol investigators, journalists, security specialists, and professional historians. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm at the point, I've been looking for the truth for about 12 years now. I thought it was 8, but it's 12 apparently. And I don't have much faith in professional attorneys, even some researchers, even some teachers. Not all, I'm just saying some. Some Interpol investigators. A lot of journalists at the moment I don't have faith in at all. Professional historians, well, if you know as much as I think I know, I'm not saying I do, our history is a lie. Okay, so we don't know who this site is. We know when it was made, and it was not long ago, and so was this one apparently, but the Glamis calling site was, I've heard, it was private before it went public. Okay, before it was registered as a .org, it may have been something else. Okay, I don't know. I'm searching, and I'm taking you with me. Then I came across this. The MikeRothschild.com. Conspiracy theory researcher and debunker. Okay, so straight away I'm thinking this guy is out to debunk. Or make up his own conspiracy theories. I don't know. In here he claims he's not a Rothschild. Really? This is not a common name. This is actually, where I am, is quite a unique name and would stick out if I ever come across anyone with that name, and I haven't. So, he's saying he's not related to them. I'd say if you've got that name, you probably are somewhere back there. Okay? Now, I'll read this to you. I'm often introduced to new topics in the fringe world by ways that people find my writing. So I was especially interested when a spike in searches for the name Somerset Belenoff brought increased traffic to my piece on the Rothschild Human Hunting Lodge hoax. Okay, so he's already... So if anyone believes this guy here, just know he's a Rothschild. Really, would you listen to him? Because I wouldn't, straight away. Not with a name like that, I'm sorry. And I'm sorry if he has nothing to do with them, but I believe that your surname has a lot to do with where you come from. Anyway, why are people searching for Somerset Belenoff? Because this person thinks it's a hoax. Search traffic comes from a comment on a piece by 2 Cray Cray that goes, "Sick conspiracy is truth, and how do we know you aren't a planned or paid informant working for Somerset Belenoff or her stooges, the Rothschilds? How will you expose this evil, I ask you? Of course you won't, because you're working with them. You are probably also a reptilian lizard and a cannibal." That in turn was a response to a comment by Conspiracy is Truth these days that reads, "BS article written by a Rothschild, you debunked nothing, and now I will continue to expose this evil." A lot going on with these 2 comments. Evil, lizards, cannibals, paid shills, the whole thing. But neither actually answer the question of who this person is. So this person here, this Mike Rothschild, went to the Library of Alexandria that Modern Times has given us, Google. So he Googled it, and he didn't get what he wanted. because the search only brings up. We know that. My goodness. Google hides stuff, guys. So this, if you're a Q researcher and seek truth, you want to take a look at this lady, which was Somerset Belenoff. Say her name, risk of being banned. Well, that's fine, because I'm going to do it until it happens. Okay. A few hits for website whoissomersetbelenoff.com, which goes to a dead link. A cached version of that site is available and gives some relevant information that starts to open up the mystery bit. According to this, Miss Belenoff is Countess of Banbury and Arran. Also, the third cousin, yet we know all this, current head of... beyond that, other cached pages reveal she's a high-ranking member of Illuminati, either runs or owns the entirety of the Bohemian Grove property, is likely responsible for the execution of dozens of Illuminati, is the great-granddaughter of Rasputin, single-handedly brought down the Soviet Union, travels with immunity to the highest centres of power, and ordered Barack Obama to have Gaddafi assassinated. Then it goes on to the Vladimir Putin has called her the most beautiful woman in the world and was quoted saying, "I fear only 3 things in this world, Lady Belenoff, illness and death," in that order. And then he goes on to say about the Stairway to Heaven, openly runs a cannibal club called the Holydale, with a website called People Are Meat. Okay. Then he says, sure, so clearly this is a heavy hitter, right? Except none of this stuff is real. There's no Banbury and Arran, as we know it. And while Queen Elizabeth does have a third cousin, it's not Somerset Belenoff, but her own husband Philip, distantly related through Queen Victoria. The Wet and World Governing Council doesn't appear to exist, nor does the World Security Office. Well, I found the Governing Council. Not the Wet and World Governing Council, but a community of democracies. The Governing Council of the Community of Democracies provides a unique venue for countries that share democratic values to help each other and advocate globally on issues of mutual concern. The Governing Council comprises of member states that commit to abide by the common democratic values and standards outlined in the Warsaw Declaration and make tangible contributions to strengthening the community of democracies. The Governing Council cooperates with civil society and other affiliated bodies of the COD. The diversity of the Governing Council's membership, which includes countries from most world regions as well as states at different stages in their democratic journey, provides the potential to draw on a wide pool of experiences and information sources to spur action and facilitate peer learning. Member states are Argentina, Cabo Verde, Canada, Chile, Costa Rica, El Salvador, Estonia, Finland, Georgia, Guatemala, Hungary, India, Italy, Japan, Lithuania, Mali, Mexico, Mongolia, Morocco, Nigeria, Norway, North Macedonia, Philippines, Poland, Portugal, Republic of Korea, Romania, Sweden, United States of America, Uruguay, United Kingdom. Okay, so there is a World Governing Council, or not a Wet and World, a Governing Council for Community of Democracies, and I searched World Security. I took the word wet and out of it. Both of them, when I searched them. World Security is an award-winning full-spectrum security solutions provider offering comprehensive security solutions across the United Arab Emirates. Our diverse portfolio includes clients from the industrial, commercial, and financial sectors, with individually unique requirements, all served with equal expertise. So there's a World Security AE. There is also a House of Wetton. which I have read. I think I read in the first video I did. The House of Wettin, German, is a dynasty of German counts, dukes, prince-electors, and kings that once ruled territories in the present-day German states of Saxony. Yes, I have read this. You can go back and see my other video. If I haven't read the whole thing, you can ask me. I will read the whole thing. Okay, so let's go back to this guy, Mike Rothschild. We know that the Queen is related to her own husband. They all are. If you look into it, they're all related. There is obviously no cannibal restaurant in Los Angeles or anywhere in the US. Really? And the restaurant's site has gone private. They do have a phone number, but it appears to be linked to a credit card scam. So no one's going to ring that because it's linked to a credit card scam. To find out. But there was. There's a cannibal club in LA. I will show you. It's not up there. Nope. A cannibal club. It comes up in searches. Why could this guy not find it? Cannibal Club. Specialising in the preparation of human flesh, Cannibal Club brings the cutting edge of experimental cuisine to LA's cultural elite. And I did get the people meat on my first video the other day, but just to show you that there is a site that does exist, but it is private. See? They've been taken private. And this is the one he says is linked to a credit card scam. So let's go back. Okay. Basically can't find any evidence this person is real. Maybe she is all those things and they're just really well hidden. But from what this guy can tell, the name exists entirely in conspiracies. So who made it up and why? Culture of Life News, I can't tell who owns that other than it being registered last April and administered by a Florida company called Perfect Privacy that administers many other sites. Most of the other sites associated with whatever this is have gone down or are protected and were only created in last year. Belenoff has very little footprint on other conspiracy research sites outside of a few stray threads on Godlike Productions or 8chan. And she's not even part of the QAnon iconography. Not yet, anyway. No, but there was a Q in there, in the website. On... when was it? There. Wow, I went straight to it. How did I know? I knew it was a couple of months before it started. But again, this site here, people said it's only been up since last year. Okay? But as .org, it's only been up since last year. Before that, this could have been a private site. Hidden site. Whatever you want to call it. Anyway. So is this someone trying and failing to get a conspiracy theory going? Is it yet another online game? The unhinged ravings of someone desperately in need of mental health care? I have no... Of course they're going to put that in there. He is a Rothschild. They've got to make you question it. He's not inclined to look further. The footprint's too small and the fakery too obvious. But there is one interesting aspect to this that related to other conspiracy theories. The fringe community thrives on secret knowledge, and one element of this is the idea there's always a more powerful and more well-hidden entity pulling the strings of the powerful entities that already run the world. Hence the QAnon fervour over the Pacer family, for which the ultra-rich Rothschilds only work as agents. And it goes on to a In the Matrix tweet by the look of it. In reality, there's no such family, and it was created out of thin air in Fritz Springmeier's 1996 book, Bloodlines of the Illuminati. But it's comforting for these people to believe they've been clued in on something so powerful and evil that the media will do anything to suppress its existence. So maybe Somerset Belenoff is an attempt to do that. Find the string pullers of the string pullers and bring them to light. Or maybe it's just a goof. Either way, people are looking for info on her, and that's the first step to people simply making up the info they want to find. Really? Have I made up any of the info? I've actually just been reading to you as far as I can tell. And as I said, I don't believe one way or the other in this at the moment because I don't know exactly what it is. And then he it's back up and running. He edited his site. If you want to support more work that debunks and demystifies conspiracy culture and politics, I'd love to have your support. I'm not actually a Rothschild after all. Really? So he is out to debunk. Okay? And he's a Rothschild. And as I said, I don't care if he says he's not. The name is not a common name. So, back to what I was going to say before, and what I was saying before, is this site here. We don't know who it is, okay? And standing on its own, this thing here, to me, seems to be a bit of both. It could be both good and evil, but again, what it could be is they could be telling us about outside things as well. Like the references, the recordings. They could be recordings meant to scare the elite that are currently going down. They could be recordings of them in their little private situations. We don't know. Oh, that poor next door neighbour's child. He's crying for his mum, and she's cruel, I think. I'm trying to find the recordings, guys, because there was one I missed when I played the recordings, and I don't know if these are still up here. Oh, the poor little thing. I'm going to keep going through this. I'll be back, guys, when I find one of them. I'll just pause it until I do. Okay, guys, I found one, so we'll play this. Sorry, I had to pause it because the crying child was so distressing. I had to go down, and it wasn't even the same neighbour. I don't know what's going on, guys, but people around me seem to be getting very angry. Wow. Okay, let's play this. Okay. So there's that one, because I think I left one out before. I really do. So I'll pause it until I find the next one. Okay, guys, here's another one. It is June 25th, 2017. Okay, guys, I don't know what that's like for you, but that is ear piercing to me. Oh, I had to try. Had to try and turn it down. It's so loud on my computer. But how do we know this sort of stuff isn't letting the others know that we got you on tape, but they're putting music over the top even? It's just a suggestion, and I don't know if it's right. I'm just trying to stay neutral on this and see if it makes a difference as to how we see this. I'm trying not to let my emotions get in the way of what I'm looking at here. Because the very first time I really did. I was stunned and a bit frightened, maybe. Wary would be the word. I had a bit of a freak out. But anyway, I think this could very well be a message to somebody else. And because of us talking in the background of that clip, and there normally is, I'm wondering if they've put music over the top of something and they're letting someone know we've got it, we've got you. Because this is apparently the messages to the higher ups. Well, that's what the main page states. Okay, guys, I'll find another recording. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, here's another one. Is this one the one that we've already played? It sounds like it. Yeah, I think that's like the first one I played. Okay, guys. Back with another one. It's 734 years since our children left. This time I'm going to try and turn it down before I start. Okay. That last bit sounded like it was played backwards to me. What I also wanted to know is, are these dates, like September the 8th, are these dates mean anything to the occult? That's some weird stuff, really, to be honest. Okay, guys, I hope this sounds alright to you. I've tried turning it down a bit.
Field 4391 vibrates on the forgotten frequency in the year 1953 and can no longer be reached from the material plane. If you need to speak to the night nurse, Please hang up and dial Cathedral 7692. Dial 0 for the poorhouse operator and dial Hudson 8975 for the children's asylum. If you believe you may be dreaming, simply hang up and the dream will end. If you have reached this number because you have died, please remain on the line and the machine will connect you to an intercept operator on the astral plane.
If you have died, please stay on the line. Did you hear that bit? If you think you are dead, please stay on the line. Well, that's weird. And my cat came running at me. If you heard thumping and bumping, when I first started this, this one here, my cat came flying at me. Not to attack, she just tried to jump up and slipped on stuff, so... Okay guys, I'll see if I can find the other one. I might have played them all, but I'm just going to make sure that I did because... I don't know, I don't want to leave anything out. I want to just fully look at this stuff. So, hang on a sec. Okay guys, another one.
Goik, ork, ga, jech, 3, shia, nui, shek, shia, giger, jech, nui.
I don't know if anyone else picked up, but the beginning of this one sounded like the beginning of a Pink Floyd song. I don't know, just the beginning of it sounded like that to me. Okay, I'll be back when I find the next one. Okay guys, I might have missed one there, but I think I've covered what I can today with this. Again, we'll go over it. We don't know who these people are. This guy here, Mike Rothschild, I wouldn't trust him as far as I could throw him. We know there's the House of Wetton. I found a World Security Council, a governing council. Couldn't find who these pictures, where they went to. But look, if these are from a porn site, well, then it would blow this out of the water. This would not be real. If they're picking their photos from a porn site, if that's where it leads to, it means this site here is not real. Doesn't mean this one's not real. It means this one, who is putting all of these pictures out. Okay, we did find out that there is a cannibal club, and we did find out that there is People Are Meat, which I clicked on the other day. It's in my first video. Anyway, we'll keep digging on this, guys. Some people have come up with some different links and things to chase around, so we'll see what happens with it. I'll keep going with it, see how we go and see where it takes us. I'm still sitting in the middle here going, I don't know if it's true or if it's false, so I'm willing to just give it a bit of a go. Okay guys, take care and I will talk to you soon. Bye guys.